What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 773 Josh, and we are back with another video. And today this is a very different video. I personally didn't plan on recording this video. I didn't even know this would be a video, but I'm currently just chilling outside, moments away from packing up the car and driving 10 hours to Chicago. To give you guys a little bit of context, recently my pops took a leap of faith and he bought a truck. My pop's been a truck driver all my life. He used to work pretty much for almost every trucking company. He never really did long distance over the road driving, but it was always more so local. He got a truck, y'all. Thing is, his truck is in Phoenix, Arizona. He's in Chicago. Today is Thursday. Saturday, I'm actually going to be taking a flight with my dad. He's going to be getting on his first ever flight to go pick up his truck in Arizona. And then he has to drive his truck from Arizona to Dallas and then do some stuff in Dallas. And then from Dallas, he's going to be driving that truck all the way back home to Chicago. So I wanted to kind of just start this vlog off because a couple of different reasons. I want to document this, traveling with my pops and getting on his very first flight with him is something that I'm blessed that I could do. I'm blessed that I have the travel experience that I have. I'm blessed that, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner. My peoples could call me and I could just get up and go and not really have to worry about calling off, not have to worry about missing out on moments like this, So I'm very grateful for the free will to be able to kind of do what I want to do on my own time. Now, I also would say, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was gonna book a flight to go back home to Chicago, but Friday is the 4th of July, and so, I love the 4th of July back home in Chicago. I don't really know, I've never been in Georgia during the 4th of July, but I wanted to be back home, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I miss home recently. My cousins, they just put their dog down, who has been in the family for 16 years, and I'm not gonna lie, that made me very much miss my dog. And so I want to definitely go back home, visit my family. I haven't seen them, and maybe I was last home maybe like 5 weeks ago, something like that. So it's always a blessing to be able to go back home and see my family. When I got the call that they were going to be putting my cousin's dog down, I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what the phone call was for. My cousins was on the phone crying and stuff, and I'm just like, what's happening? And I kind of got PTSD from when my grandmother passed away. So it was just like, at that moment, I kind of just missed my family. And so I'm grateful that I could be, traveling back home and seeing them. I'm grateful that God kept them, healthy and kept everything, held things down, since the last time that I've been home. So, I'm going to just take this drive, y'all, and I'm going to take y'all along the drive with me. And I'm going to show y'all when I get home. And we'll put my dad in the YouTube channel so that we can also document his first plane ride. But I'm excited, y'all, and I'm kind of glad that I'm going to be driving, because every time I go home, I don't have my car, so I literally just be in the house, so I don't really have the time to go see certain people that I haven't seen in a while. So I'm grateful. Do I want to do 10 hours though? Not really, I'm not gonna lie, but the flights was like, it just wouldn't get me at home. It wouldn't get me home at the time that I wanted to get home, and I could have booked the flight today, but the flight today was like $500, and I would only have like 2 hours to leave the house from the time of me seeing it and going. I was planning on flying Friday, but I think the flight Friday that I was planning on getting got booked, so it was only late times available, and I didn't want to be here then in a plane for hours, missing the entire 4th of July, then getting home to Chicago at 11 p.m. So, I'm like, we're just going to take the drive, y'all. So right now I started somewhat packing. I'm about to go ahead and fully throw some stuff in a bag I'm not going to be going for too long. I'm excited, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I'm extremely grateful because within this past month, I've literally completely just launched a new business. You know, within this past month, I had a business that I had for the past 5 years, and within these past month, it took a transitional period. And honestly speaking, within this past month, I've made more money than I've ever made in the industry, and it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing because I didn't know what it would look like. I didn't know what the move, what the transition would feel like. I was just like, just kind of hoping for the best and praying for the best. And so I had my biggest month in the industry, man, and I'm probably gonna make another video talking more about it. I'm excited to just get back home, see my family in Chicago, then come back home here in Atlanta and just grind, y'all. I'm about ready to just give it my all. I'm about ready to really just go all in all over again, as if I don't have nothing to lose, which I don't believe I do. And so that I could create my life, the dream life that I desire even quicker. I feel like a lot of people, they push back going all in, and over time it gets harder to go all in because now, you're not as excited. Now it's like, it's just not the same. So the sooner you start something is the better moment to give it your all, because the sooner you give it your all, the sooner you could get results from giving it your all. So that's kind of just where I'm at right now. I'm just ready to go all in for real. Ready to reconnect with some people that I've worked with in the past, ready to connect with some people that's that I've seen grind in the past, and just give them opportunity to really run it up with me. And whoever takes the opportunity, they take it. Whoever don't, they don't. But we already have reached a new height, and we're about to continue to reach new heights and create new success that I've never seen, and success that a lot of people within my community has never seen before. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish packing up, and we're gonna go ahead and leave the house and hit the road, man. So 10-hour drive en route, and I'm gonna keep y'all updated. So let's get it.
Certificate, and you also have the chance to become a travel ambassador, which is
last life now. This is my trap.
Oh my God. So, y'all, I am 2 minutes away from the house. I didn't record at any stops. I stopped 3 times, 2 times for gas, and the additional time that I stopped was to use the bathroom. So this was a straight shot. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't ran 4 red lights. I'm ready to get in the house. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The drive was not bad, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not exhausted, but I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am tired. I haven't slept. Last time I was asleep was over 24 hours ago. So, yeah, I've been up for the past 24 hours, and we are now pulling up to the house. So, today is the 4th of July. I don't know if I'm going to really be recording while I'm home. I don't know. But I know that I do plan on recording when I leave with my pops. I don't know if they know that I'm here or that I'm pulling up at this time. So it should be a surprise for everybody for the most part. Yeah. And my dad is in my parking spot. My mom will probably park the car there. She always be taking my parking spot. But yeah, y'all. Just did a drive from Atlanta. I miss my dog, so I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to see everybody, of course. But I really miss my baby. We've made it, y'all. I'll catch up with y'all later. Hey, Ma. Today, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, is a monumental day. Today my pops is actually going to be getting on his very first flight. We're actually flying to Phoenix today. I've been home for maybe like 24 hours. I just got home literally yesterday morning. Made it on the 4th of July. Now we're at the airport about to fly to Phoenix. He's actually picking up his truck. He just got his first truck also. So we're about to fly to Phoenix, pick up his truck, and then he's going to be driving the truck from Phoenix to Dallas and then back to Chicago. I'm not riding with him. He got that. But I wanted to be a part of this moment of him getting on his first flight. My grandmother also never flew before, but my grandfather did a couple years ago. So, we're breaking those generational, he digs, we've been stopping at him. Everybody in the family gonna be flying. So, he's sitting down right now. It was so funny walking him through through TSA and things like that. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what he could bring. It kind of just gave me flashbacks from my very first flight. So, but man, y'all, so I'm excited. I'm gonna try to get him on camera. He don't want to be on camera or whatnot, but I got my glasses on, so I'm probably gonna get some clips with the glasses and just add it in there or whatnot. But yeah, so we're finna board this flight. We still gotta figure out what airlines we're gonna be flying with. So, not airlines, we already here flying American, but figuring out what hotel we're gonna be staying at. So gotta get that booked, but just wanted to open up the video. Let's go to Phoenix, Arizona. Uh-oh. How you feeling?
Yeah, now I'm feeling it.
Nah, you good. Huh?
It's a light on your phone? I mean, glasses? What the hell is that? Why you got lights on?
It's a camera. Shifting in the gear. What you mean? Why not?
This ain't for me.
We ain't even up there yet. We still going up. We finna be above the clouds. And today is my last day in Arizona. I actually fly out in like a couple of hours. I'm waiting on my pops to pull up. He literally just picked up his truck, and I'm about to see it for the very first time. And y'all about to see it for the very first time with me. I'm very, very happy for him. I'm very, very proud of him. This might sound crazy, but I feel like, you know what I love, y'all? I love the relationship that I have with my parents. I feel like my parents had me at, somewhat of a young age. They weren't super, super young, but they were young. I think my pops was like 23 when they had me. And so, I grew up and seen my parents before the 30s and the 40s. So, I feel like I've seen, my parents change, grow, go through life and, and mature in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't feel like me and my parents are that far in age. They're very mature, and I don't have those parents that I look at like friends. I very much respect my parents as my parents. We don't have like, some relationships that people have with their parents, but me and my parents do have a very, very close relationship, and I feel like I'm very, very grateful for the mutual respect that we have for each other. I feel like I've grown up to get to a point to where my pops got a certain level of respect for me. He got a certain level of just like, appreciation for me as I have for him. And so, I know for a fact that my dad has been extremely hard working my entire life. Like, I'm talking about the hardest working person I know. And, I know for a fact that he's always wanted to, you know, do more. Everybody wants to do more, you know, and I don't think that there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like that's very inspiring for someone to, you know, have the responsibility that they have and go through all of the challenges that they went through and still push for more. You know, I know how hard life could get, you know, watching them go through life. You know, it was times where, you know, we was really going through it, and I know it takes a different type of person to just persevere and just accept life for what it is, and then, you know, keep moving forward. So this is a monumental day for you know, my family, for my pops, you know, him taking this step in like independency and having his own truck and, you know, having full control of weight. I know this is something that he been wanting to do for a while, and yeah, man, we at this point. You know, I remember when he called me when I was in Atlanta, and he was like, man, Josh, you inspired me, man. I'm finna start my trucking company. And he got his LLC, he got his business accounts, and he got everything squared away for it. And I feel like that's something that, you know, it's like a leading, like something that was a part of the process for him to even get to this point right now of actually getting a truck. He just booked his first flight, got on his first flight. I flew with him. I drove literally 10 hours to Chicago, from Atlanta, just to fly out here with him. I stayed out here with him for 2 days. He picked up his truck this morning. I'm about to fly back out in a couple of hours, but I'm sitting back, chilling, waiting on him to get back so I could see him in the truck, y'all. But, you know, it's never too late, man, to chase your goals and your dreams. But one thing I would say is, you know, I do look at my parents, and I take a lot of the things that we went through as a child, and I use it as a lesson, you know, to go harder, because I know what life could get like as an adult. And not only just as an adult, life is already tough, but as an adult with children, at that point, your life is no longer your own. You know, you got to live and you got to make certain decisions for the people around you, opposed to what you could just easily wake up and do for yourself. So if you are somebody that's watching this video right now, you know, I got the mentality like I'm working like I got 10 kids right now and I don't have no kids. And it's because I want to make sure that I'm overly prepared before that moment comes where I do have somebody else's life to be overly responsible for. So right now I'm about to go ahead and pack up. I only got a book bag out here for real. This is the lightest I've ever traveled in my entire life. But I'm about to go ahead and pack this bag up real quick, get prepared, see how far he is so I can book my Uber, because I don't know how far. I think I'm like 20 minutes maybe away from the airport. And my flight is literally boarding in about an hour and some change. So don't got too much time. Pray to God that the airport is easy to go through, and doesn't take long for me to get through it. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and pack up and let's prepare to see my pop's truck, man. I'm excited. So let's get it. All right, y'all. My Uber is pulling up, but my pops is here, so this Uber finna have to wait. But they have to move fast. Yeah. I think my Uber right here.
Oh, that's your Uber?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Joshua, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm about to head down there real quick and grab something.
You want him? He could have.
Oh, yeah. Can you meet me down there? Can you meet me down here?
Okay. You let him come, I'll let him drive you over.
Nah, it's okay. Yeah. Oh, snap. How you feeling?
I'm excited. I'm happy. I just pray to God it works out for me.
It's gonna work out for you. It's already working out.
Yeah. I did this for my family, man. This could be a blessing for us all if it all works out.
Why you keep saying if? Stop saying that.
Okay, when this thing works out the way that I planned it to, it's gonna be a huge blessing for the family and anybody else that I come in contact with. This is what I'm doing it for. I just try my best, man, to be a good person, and I hate to see other people struggling and going through, so I want to be a blessing to others as well, not just being selfish and taking everything all in for myself. So I just thank God for this moment, and just pray that everything works out the way that I desire too. So
Then you need to go ahead and get you a YouTube channel. Oh my goodness. Y'all, the day is here. Oh my goodness. Oh snap.
where'd she go?
Your neighbor?
No, ain't no special names.
Oh my goodness. All right, I need a couple pictures real quick.
I gotta take a picture.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This thing look brand new.
Yeah, it's only
Ain't
got
no
20
scratches
miles
on it.
It only had 20 miles on it. Still
Oh my,
fantastic.
got the seats covered.
refrigerator and a microwave in there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's nice, man.
Oh my.
Microwave, did you see it?
Yeah, microwave, and you got a TV mount.
Yeah, it's like a 32-inch. I'm gonna go grab one.
Oh snap.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Ah,
It's
Dad,
good
I'm proud of
seeing
you, man.
Bro, I love you, man.
I love you too.
All right, I'm gonna see you soon, man.
Oh my.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.